we as a human race, human beings, we have essential needs to keep us alive and our mental health safe. I like it to be, to function, to stay alive really, to stay alive. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know, the top of that list, of course, we need things like fucking food and water, right? Nutrition. That keeps our physical body alive. But essentially, that's just our fucking costume. The thing, like, you know, imagine, you know, like those movies where fucking a robot is their body kind of. So those things keep that alive. What keeps our spirit alive and what keeps us functioning, and it's an essential thing for us to stay alive and breathing, is love and touch, interaction. And we know this because there's extensive research about it. They've done, and why we know that the number fucking one thing that babies need when they are born, and if they don't get it, they will 100% die, is fucking love and touch, right? How we know this is there was a orphanage in like fucking one of those real cold countries. I can't remember what it was, like Ukraine or somewhere like that. And for some reason they couldn't understand why all of the babies under the age of 12 months old fucking died. And they were like, we don't understand why this is happening, but it just kept happening. It must be a thing. And then this older lady started working there. And she loved the babies, and she went around and she hugged them because she fucking loved them, right? She just hugged them, cuddle them, gave them love. What miracle happens? All the babies start surviving. So they start doing research about this shit, right? And then like so much, they do research about nurturing nature, right? And this whole thing about love and touch and what we need as infants. So they do research with this monkey. And they have two mothers for this monkey. One is barbed wire, but it's got the milk. And the other one is soft and warm and caring and loving, but it ain't got no milk. What's the baby to do when it's hungry? What's the baby to do? Who does it go to? Which mother? Well, fuck me dead. Of course, it goes over to the soft, furry, cuddly monkey, right? Mummy. And it fucking stays there. And when it's hungry, what does it do? Does it walk across over there and stay there and go, what? No. It reaches out and fucking drinks the milk from the mum who's there. Right? So that baby will work out what it needs to fucking feel safe and stay alive. Well, what happens if that barbed wire and the fluffy move apart and don't work together to feed that fucking baby? It's going to have to go with the barbed wire, isn't it? So it can live and its physical body will survive. But because that fucking baby has stayed there and hasn't been able to move, because if it does, it will get fucking spiked and damaged and fucking, it's scary because it doesn't being taught. It's anything, it's just like on its own complete thing. It doesn't move, it's destroyed, but its body's fine. What do people, you know, like, or does it go with the fucking fluffy monkey mummy and fucking starve to death and die anyway? What does it do? So what we do is we try and work together and fucking get this baby fucking thriving, right? That's what that whole thing about kids are raised by a village is all about. There's extensive research that children who experience trauma, and I mean, like, you know, you do not have to flog and all that a child to do that. People don't understand. If every time a child expresses an emotion or a feeling and they don't have any idea about any of that, it's our job to help them understand thoughts, feelings and emotions. If every time they do that they fucking get in trouble or ignored or fucking flogged or fucking whatever, what happens is the first time they do it, they realise it's unsafe. Second time they try to do it, they fucking start getting a bit frightened about it because it's so unsafe and they're confused. And it happens so much that this kid just can't express their thoughts and feelings anymore because they can't, like, cry, they can't, if something hurts them, they can't fucking explain why, they can't ask questions when they're upset because nothing's explained. They fucking just shut down and they just come up with their own shit because they got no one to help them. They work all that shit out. So then because kids are kids, they don't understand shit. They fucking start just doing what they feel that they need to do instinctively. And of course they fuck up because they're only kids. And instead of being shown better ways, we fucking frighten them again and punish them and all that sort of shit. And so these kids are fucking constantly fucking being told that they're fucking fuck-ups, they're wrong, that they're fucking, you know, evil cunts or fucking whatever. And all they are is fucking frightened, confused. They got nobody who fucking tells them they're good at anything and proud of them, because that makes you feel good and it builds your self-esteem and your confidence to keep going. And that's how people fucking thrive, because they've got people around them going, fuck, you're awesome. Like, you know, they might love fucking dancing, but they're fucking shit, but they fucking love it. And they go, or even if they're fucking awesome at it, mate, but they're not doing it for any other reason, but they fucking, that's what they're bought to do. When they do that, they feel the happiest. You know, if they've got no one who gives a fat fuck to go to anything that they've fucking worked hard for, and everything that they've got in their whole body and soul is in that one performance. No one goes, no one cares, and then they fucking laugh at them because they're doing it right, because they don't have the balls to follow it, you know, because they don't get it to do that. It's fucked up, right? Because we should fucking love the people that are around us and see what they're passionate about and fucking encourage them to do it. And it doesn't matter what it is, if it makes them so fucking happy that they fucking don't even know time, space, or who they are when they're in it, doing it because it makes them that happy. Why the fuck do we have to ridicule them and fucking bring them down when they've literally been connected to God and like to spirit, and we just go fucking boom, 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 boom. And that destroys people, man, like fair income. And like, you've got, and I'm going back to how I started, you do that to someone who's been through the fucking ringer, and that's the only place they feel fucking safe and themselves. The only time they ever get to fucking not have to worry about how they're going to survive the next day, or fucking who is the next person to just fucking ring up and fucking scream down the phone at them and tell them they're a fuck up yet again when they're trying their hardest to make things better for themselves. You know, that's, and when it comes to like creative shit, that's a lot of fucking performers who are broken people. That's why we get touched by shit, because these people express their pain through their fucking and then we go, oh, that person's fucking weird, man. Like, they do shit that's weird. So, ever thought to think that fucking maybe when they were growing up, they weren't ever being fucking fed or loved or fucking taught anything, educated. And they were fucking hungry, cold, dirty. God fucking, and this fucking is real shit. I've seen this with my own eyes, mate. So, and they got brothers and sisters, so you'll have the older one start looking out for the others. And so she's getting to that age where she knows, so she starts getting food wherever she can and fucking hiding it, so that when her and her brothers and sisters, when it's safe and they can, they eat this food. And they gotta be fucking quiet and like not saying, because if they fucking breathe, because their parents or their mum or their dad and whoever is in that household is fucking drunk on drugs or both and flogging each other up, or not flogging each other up and flogging the kids instead, those fucking kids really fucking know how to look after themselves. They fucking, their protective strategies are through the roof. They're the fucking kids you want as your best mate, because if you fucking care for them and provide just a fucking space for them to be free, to be themselves and express themselves and fucking be able to tell a story about themselves and have someone go, holy fucking shit, mate, do you need anything, right? These people fucking need that shit, eh? And they're going to be your most loyal best friend you've ever fucking had. Have you ever seen the movie The Blind Side? You watched that, mate, and that describes that shit. So you've got people who have supportive families and all of that stuff, right? And you've got people that don't. And then you've got variations of all of that. Our foundation that keeps us together, that it affects every single fucking relationship and interaction of any kind throughout our entire life, is our fucking family. And the top of that list is your mum and dad. So what happens is, this kid who's fucking lived in this environment where it's all fucked up, and they still love their fucking parents. They still fucking try. Because a child will always fucking back their parent, man. Like, seriously. Some fucked up shit can happen to these kids, and the imposter care. These kids feel fucking guilty because their parents are in trouble. They think it's their fault. And then at the end, because you don't support children properly, they fucking go back to their parents, man. Seriously. So these kids have someone rape them in their bedroom while their mum and dad are fucking pissed, right? They go to tell mum and dad, and then they don't even get a word out. They either get like physical abuse because they just fucking are upset and their parents see them upset and they're having a good time and they don't want to be their good time fucking ruined. So they fucking just fucking go at them as soon as they lay eyes on them. They don't even have to open their mouth. I saw that. I was in a situation once where I saw the most disgusting display of that I have ever seen, and I was fucking told to my face to go away twice when I was trying to console a child who was physically fucking in pain because he should have been taken to the fucking hospital. But no, because his mum said don't fall off the fucking bike, and he did. When she wanted to get on the piss, she punished that fucking kid. Not only did she punish him, she fucking humiliated him, man. And I couldn't deal with that, and I was the one who was fucking wrong. And I just shut my fucking mouth because if I fucking lost my shit, oh my God, he was humiliated. We don't do that to our children, man. We fucking don't do that to anyone. Anyone. Mate, I was fucking disgusted. And I can guarantee you 100%, because I spend enough time with these people to fucking see that child is already broken and he's becoming an adult. He's a young adult now by now. And he is gonna be frightened of so many things, and he's gonna have fucked up guilt and shame for no fucking reason other than because he was humiliated, because his pain and his feelings, his thoughts and fucking feelings, and the fact that he's a fucking kid and fucking had an accident of the fucking bike, he was punished. That story actually, as I'm saying it, describes so much. It's not your job to judge your kids. It's not your job to fucking tell them what, mold them. You fucking help them to become what they are, who they are. These kids grow into adults. They don't fucking know who to trust, man. They just don't know who to trust. No one fucking listens to them. No one loves them. They fucking get ignored. They get, and when they need help, they get fucking in trouble in whatever way. Why? And then they go off. They become, their normal fucking development happens. And they start changing, and like, as part of their normal thing, because all we need is love, and that's it, you know, and like, you know, connections. They start developing hormones and go, oh, I'm feeling things for this opposite sex or whatever, same sex, whatever. So they start looking for their partner and they start feeling pleasure and all of that sort of stuff. And it's normal, and we've all done it. Do we support our children and educate them and help them through that? I fucking know we don't. We don't either want to know about it. Or fucking they're not allowed, or fucking whatever. So again, these kids, they can't come to you and say anything about sex because, and you know, you got this stupid fucking fucked up thing that, oh, no one's going, my daughter's not going to do that, or my son's not going to do that, blah, blah, blah. Yes, they are, because they're fucking human beings, mate. And I don't care what we say in disability or not, they're going to do it too. Exactly the same, because we're all the fucking same. Right? And we don't educate them. We don't fucking talk about it, and so we have shame and guilt. Shame, guilt, who do we talk to, right? And then if our kids decide to be fucking something like, you know, outside of what fucking granddad just thinks is fucking normal, and anyone outside that is a fucking, you know, what's going to happen there? God help that kid. So we've constantly got generations of kids growing up not being able to be themselves, being frightened, being told what to do. They suppress things. They fucking don't know what to do. They're confused. So when they meet someone, they don't know what love is. They don't know anything, right? So all they've known is one way, so they end up with people who treat them exactly the same way. Some people that's all they know, so they just are comfortable in that space. And then you got people like who have little lights in them that go, fuck mate, there's better than this, right? And just keep wanting to better themselves. Or they have guilt put on them so bad that they do everything in their power to fucking not fuck up ever, because if they do, in the slightest way, they are going to be judged, rejected, mentally abused, physically abused, emotionally abused, the fucking lot by their foundations. So they are fucking standing on a black hole of fucking shame and everything, instead of feeling supported and everything to get through that, because it's a learning lesson. And sometimes people are just so fucking traumatized, they can meet a situation and they don't even know what's going on, or they know what's going on but they are fucking too scared to speak, or they're in a situation and they can't afford to get out, and they can't speak because fucking every time they've tried to speak about it, they've been told to wallow in their own shit and they deserve everything they deserve. So it's really hard when someone's in a situation that's embarrassing to them and they know that they're going to get judged. How the fuck do you think that person can reach out and fucking get help, mate? You know? It takes a brave person to know that's going to happen and then actually still fucking own up, mate, or just fucking talk about it in general, ask for help. And own up, that comes out because fucking you're fucking guilty before you are innocent, mate, I can tell you. So you know, and because of past experience predicts, you know, past behaviour predicts future behaviour. If no work has been done on a certain behaviour, it is a default, and if they haven't done it, guaranteed they're doing it again. So what have they done before? What's the pattern? There's always a fucking pattern. So these people that are fucking broken, hey, they're the depressed, they're the ones that suicide, mate. These people that just can't, they just can't. And you know what? You know what causes suicide? Addictions, fucking people who destroy their lives. You go, why the fuck do they keep doing the same shit fucking over and over, mate? I don't understand. You know what? Because they were born different to start with, so their brain is neurodivergent, right? And people put a lot of shame on that, and they look down on people. Well, I can tell you, and from my own experience, people with neurodivergent brains, fucking brilliant, and they fucking have got, they'll be your best mate. I have some of my best, the only people who fucking really fucking cared about whether I fucking lived or died while I was going through some fucked up shit last year with pain and fucking people when my friends with disabilities, they were checking in on me every fucking day. And not only that, they were saying the right things that people should say. Like, how are you, Tanya? I love you. I will be your friend and I will stand with you. Fuck me, mate. That was one of the most fucking beautiful things that I have ever said to me. And you know fucking what? She fucking did too. I trust them more than I trust fucking anyone else, I can tell you. Yet people look down on them. That's why I fucking skitzed out and kicked a fucking belligerent cunt out of Maguire's one night. Because he told one of my friends that we don't like people like you here, you need to fuck off. And then when I confronted him, he fucking first he laughed at me and denied, and he pretended he'd go, I don't remember. Well, fuck you, he met Miss Smart here and I fucking drilled him. And then when that didn't work for him, he fucking decided to gaslight me and fucking turn around on me. Too smart for that, lived that my whole fucking life, fucking made me angry and I just fucking drilled him again. So because that didn't work, he fucking shaked up to me and fucking chest butted me like a man. Well, fuck me, I lost my shit, right? And because I was wild angry, and finally someone, and I had but an audience and all people around, but not one fucking person said anything. Finally security and the owner turned around, right? And this guy's mate, thank God this guy's mate, he pulled him out and kicked him out of the pub and said sorry to me, right? But the owner and security, all they saw was me because I was fucking fired right up, mate, and I was angry. They didn't even look at him and they fucking come straight for me. First thing out of the fucking owner's mouth, and I don't fucking care if I'm out in your paw, after I had brought people, 200 people a fucking week to that fucking place through COVID, and we're putting what, 3 to 4 fucking grand a night, huh? Over the bar, having fucking people enjoying themselves, and having fucking people coming up to me every single fucking Friday night crying, men, grown fucking tough men, crying, and because they've had the fucking best time of their life and first experience of people with fucking disabilities, mate. And you come for fucking me and say that we're costing you fucking customers, and you change it down and shut those fucking beautiful people into that fucking tiny little thing. Get rid of that fucking gate, mate. That was fucked when I walked in there the other day. That's the complete fucking opposite of what we do. I was never going back there again because no one fucking backed me, no one. How fucking dare you? I was defending that one of the most vulnerable people in our fucking society, who is my friend, who's fucking awesome, mate. And it wasn't just him. I had several people come up to me about that person. It was the first time that had ever happened. Because he needed to be kicked out. He should never have been there in the first place. And because of that one incident, I felt it destroyed me. I felt completely fucking let down by everybody except for people with fucking disabilities. And what can they do? Because I know if it got physical, my friend who had her head on my shoulder, she would have had to be involved. She would have just been involved, and she's got disabilities. Then my other friend, if he would have fucking seen, he would have killed him, and he's fucking got disabilities, mate. Yeah? But everyone with a voice didn't fucking say a word except me. And now and then I was like, I'm not going back there. So I didn't. And then that's cool. Everyone was agreeable. No one really liked it. But they, you got to understand we're unsafe there. Because if it ever happened again, what's going to happen? The same fucking thing, right? And they don't even talk to me about it. they just fucking go and whoop a session there. And I've got no problem if you want to be upfront and honest and fucking say, hey, Tans, look, I know. How about we give it a go? And enough time had gone past, I probably would have gone okay, because I love it there. I'll swallow my pride, because I'm not really that much of a prideful person, but that was really fucked up and hurt me a lot. And there's many, many aspects of fucking being let down in that situation. And I just get told, go in there. That's passive aggressive, that's fucked up. And then I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm getting slowly pushed out of this as well. And then all of a sudden, every single fucking night I'm being told, well, it always happened, as that, like, you know, doing something I love for people I love, yet because of jealousy, every single fucking night I worked, I was complained about for no fucking reason, eh? Really. You know, it went from 9 people on the first night to 200 by the time I left, and fucking people, I've known people go, oh, I saw you guys, da 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 da, that was fuck, you know, like, I can't believe it, but I have to go to work. But I'm having a little think about your life, and every time you did something bad happen, or even when something good happened, and someone was there for you, and it didn't matter, and you know that you can spill your guts to them, and they're not going to turn around one day and fucking use all of that, your fucking thoughts and feelings that you were processing as ammunition to make you fucking feel like shit, mate. If you've got people in your life who fucking love you no matter what, and then support everything you do no matter how good you are at it, and you don't appreciate it, fuck you fucking don't know what fucking it's like, mate. You are fucking privileged. People who do things by themselves, for themselves, they're the fucking the real ones, mate. You know, like, they know they're the friends you're gonna want, because they know how to dig deep. And I'm not saying that people who are supported aren't like that, but people who are broken from their fucking foundations and they do things on their own, when you meet them, when they finally trust you, you can't get more loyal a friend because you've got no one else. And then they're not going to reach up because they know to look after themselves as well. So next time, so if you've got your parents together and you've had a mum who's got the fur and the back bottle, and you see someone anywhere who looks a bit different, who looks a bit fucked up, who's on drugs, anything, just know that behind all of that is a fucking little kid who was let down in some way, who's got no help, who's self-medicating, who's just a broken individual. Don't fucking throw hate at them. Pray for them, send them love, give them a smile. Tell them you can fucking do it. Just see one thing about them and give them a compliment and give them something to feel good about themselves for, because I can tell you, they need it, eh? That's what we need. We need to help each other build up, not fucking tear the world down, because we've got too many broken people out there telling people how to live. Not enough broken people, having people going, do you know that you can fucking get help with this, and if I just give you some love, that's going to start it for you, mate, and off you go, right? A little safety net. Hierarchy of needs. Love and support, foundations, family, fucking stop fucking hating. Stop fucking judging, and realize that people have fucking serious fucking shit that happens to them, and you know, they can't really talk about it, And when they do, people don't understand because that is outside of their realm of understanding. So they fucking humiliate and laugh at these people and tell them they're exaggerating. Why? What happens to those people? Luckily, they find a psychiatrist who's fucking awesome and knows and can see with his own fucking eyes, hears with his ears. That is very fucking real. And so this person finally gets validation and fucking finally realises that she's not a fuck up at all. And she's not dumb at all. She's fucking super smart and super coy, super intuitive, and she fucking sees everything, and she fucking always has. But because she had no self-confidence, she didn't know who she was. Now she fucking does. And she's growing stronger by the day. But not everybody gets that. Be kind.